Hello everyone! A few days ago I made a video about how to make your own impulse responses, and it works, but it's not 100% accurate. So I looked for another way to make it, and I found this way. In fact, it's a way specially designed for making impulse responses. And well, we have to use Voxengo Deconvolver. It's not a plugin, it's a standalone program. And it's not free, but the demo version allows you to make impulse responses with no restriction for what we want to do. So, first of all, we have to generate a tone, a test tone, with the settings we are using for recording, usually 24 bits and 44.1 kHz. Then we press generate and save it in the folder we want. Then we have to import this tone with the program we are using, in this case NUENDO. And now we have to find a band with a great guitar sound with a part when only guitars are playing. And then we have to make a loop of this part. I'm going to show you the part I selected. So I'm going to make a loop in the guitar part, and now I'm going to capture the spectrum of these guitars. I'm going to use Voxengo Curve EQ, but you can use Isotope Zone 4 or 3. So in Voxengo Curve EQ I go to Edit and select the maximum amount of average time, so the spectrum is more accurate. And I'm going to capture the spectrum. So these frequencies will be my reference. And for optimal results, what I do is to record my own guitars playing the same part that I have just captured the spectrum. So here is the guitar I've just recorded. It's recorded clean directly into the PC mic in, or you can use any interface for better quality. And now I'm going to add the distortion to my guitars. I'm going to use TSE X30 just to give some tone, and then I'm going to use my favorite distortion plugin, TSE X30, but you can use any other distortion plugin. And I'm going to use the default settings. I'm not going to touch anything. So now it sounds like shit. Now with the Curve EQ I'm going to capture the spectrum of my shitty guitars to make them sound great. I'm going to use 60 points to make it more accurate, and in our take we have to select Apply To and press Match Spectrums. And now let's check the sound. It's really distorted, it's clipping, so we have to lower the output level. And now we have to apply this EQ we have made for our guitars to the test tone we have imported before. So we press solo in the track where we have the test tone, we make a loop, always a little bigger than the test tone length, and we make sure it doesn't clip. It's clipping right now, so I lower the output level. We have to make sure it doesn't clip or the impulse will sound shitty. Well, I think this level is okay, so we have to export this audio. Make sure the loop is longer than the test tone or it will make some kind of delay. So we go to File, Export, Audio Mix Down, we select the name we want, we use always WAV file in mono and the same settings as the tone we generated before. Now we have to open Voxengo Deconvolver. The first file we select is the original tone we generated, and the second is the one we have exported with the EQ. So we look for it and select it. And now we have to select MP transform and normalize to -0.3 dB. And 24 bits, because I always record at 24 bits. So now we click on Process. It will create a file in the same folder with DC at the end of the name. So now we put this file in the folder we want, or in the impulse folder of the plugin we are going to use. So now back into our project, we remove the EQ from the master we have made and we load an impulse with the plugin we want. We select the impulse we have created with the Voxengo Deconvolver. So now let's compare the original audio with the impulse. It sounds quite close, it needs more re-EQ, but it's quite close right now. So as you see, this way of making impulse responses is a little more accurate, a lot more accurate than the previous one I said in a video before. So well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this, and as usual, see you one more time!